Hello, guys. I hope you're doing wonderful today. First and foremost, thanks a million for joining this interactive call. Before jumping into the main topic, I would like to give you a recap of what we're going to do today because I don't want to catch you unawares. What I'm going to do is play an audio from a real call, and you will give us your thoughts, what you understood, and how would you react to that issue using your own knowledge and vocabulary. Having said that, please bear in mind that we're not going to gauge your English level or your pronunciation, let alone your knowledge about the rules or guidelines of certain companies. Just try to figure out or straighten out the problem from your understanding. In a nutshell, you're going to play the role of an agent during the call. I'm going to be the chairman of this activity, so please don't speak unless I give you the floor. At the end of your answer, Emmanuel and I will give you our feedback and recommendations. So, without further ado, let's jump into it.
It's not going to be a pleasure at all. My name is Cheryl, and I am slightly upset with your company. We had a power outage for 7 hours at my home, and you guys are attempting to charge me full price for the month for my cable services, and it is slightly outrageous.
Okay, Jose, you're up. Let us know about your thoughts and analysis about the call.
Well, it's about, let me tell you that it's about electricity. That she said that it's a power out and that like she hasn't, sorry for that, able to charge all of his devices or something like that, that he got troubles from cables as well. Mm, well, and the other thing, the last one, I didn't recall it. It's like a
Hey guys.
word that I
Leo,
didn't
I
hear.
will give you the floor later on. Just give me 1 second in order to give you some feedback. Jose, your analysis overall is good, but you are only scratching the surface of the problem. In order to get down to the nitty gritty of the issue, we have to pay close attention to every single detail that our customers are reporting or escalating. And you omitted important aspects of the call since the customer is not only mad about the electricity, but also outrageous about something else. So perhaps Joseph could tell us what would be that.
Let me see how I can fix this.
Okay, apparently Joseph is facing some issues. So let's move on. Leo, what would be your analysis about
Ah,
this call?
Hey guys. I'm not an expert in listening, and so and I could understand her. She had been without electricity around in a 7 hours. The only thing I could say would be, I will try to see your service and see if there was the light interruptions or a Davis is missing, and you and just try to find a solution. Yeah, basically the idea is to make the client feel good in your service, okay? And so yeah, uh, I I would say, yeah, sir, how can I help you? And if you're missing in some product in your home, your kids are around the way, I don't know, but I would try to look the perfect solution for the service. And so yeah, I I maybe would do that.
Okay, perfect, Leo. And what about you, Sebastian? What could you tell us about this call? What's your
Well, yeah.
analysis?
What else could I add? Well, I would say, first of all, trying to apologize for the inconveniences. Well, I'm gonna try to explain that. I would try to say in my own words what would I say in that case? But I would say, if I'm not mistaken, the customer's name is Sharon. So I would say, Mrs. Sharon, I totally understand your frustration and that this is really a terrible mistake from our end. And I'm gonna check every nook and cranny regarding your problem in order to make sure that I will fix that up immediately, or well, something like that. I'm not sorry if that is not like the best thing that I could say, but it's what I have on my mind right now. Well, just give me your feedback.
That's
Uh,
gnarly. Well
I
done,
try my best
Sebastian.
here.
Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I want you to learn, guys. That's what I need you to put into practice. Emma, what you have to say about this important phrase, every nook and cranny? Emma, you have to unmute your microphone.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm totally dumbfounded and even flabbergasted by the vocabulary that this guy just used. Every nook and cranny. It seems that you have been watching our videos for a long time. That's amazing. I'm actually impressed. So now let me get to the chase. Regarding the call, Sebastian gave us a very impressive answer as an agent because you remembered the name of the customer. You even mentioned that you would apologize for the inconvenience that the customer was going through, and that's so good. Mostly when you talk to somebody who's facing an issue like this, of course they are frustrated. That's evident. And in order for me to show some empathy, I have to say something like, yes, I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. I'm truly sorry for the inconvenience, but I'm going to help you. So Sebastian did it pretty well. I'm not telling you that the other guys didn't do it well. I'm just highlighting the fact that Sebastian impressed me. That's so good. Now,
Emma,
on the
please
other
don't
hand,
forget about Joseph.
okay, maybe Joseph, but before Joseph gives his opinion, I want to mention something else. There is some things that you guys have to take into account. You guys mentioned, okay, the power outage. You guys mentioned that the customer didn't have electricity for a while. Someone mentioned 7 hours, while the other guys never mentioned it. That's not really important, but sometimes you have to pay close attention to every single detail. Now, she also mentioned about the company charging her the whole month, and you didn't mention that. Maybe you didn't hear it or you didn't understand it. Do you guys understand the part where she said, you charge me for the whole month, even though I had a power outage for 7 hours?
Yeah.
What about
Well, yeah.
Elvis?
To be frankly, I didn't. I didn't hear that part.
Okay. What
Yeah,
about Elvis?
yeah, guys, I heard that part, and so I think be without electricity in 7 hours, it's very frustrating. And so the idea would be to find a correct troubleshooting, and so for the client.
But okay,
And
Elvis, I
sometimes,
want to ask you a question. Sorry to interrupt you. I want to ask you a question. Is the
okay,
customer calling to report the power outage, or is she calling to report that the company is charging her for the whole
I
month, even though she had a 7 hour power outage? What is the reason of her call?
I think the reason of the call is that it's something to see for the company. I think some product or or a cable of the company. I think, but I don't I don't really to hear that part. And so yeah, I think it's the second one that you hear that you speak.
Okay, what about Joseph? Joseph, can you hear us?
Oh, yes, of course. The issue that she had is about electricity. Hello, can you hear?
Yes, we can hear you,
Okay.
Joseph.
Okay. Like I say, the issue that she had is about electricity.
So what would you say to her in order to resolve her issue? What would you say to her?
Okay. Well, I perfectly understand, ma'am. I wear your shoes. Now, what I can do for you is I can speak to my supervisor to see what options we have. As I found two minds are better than one, and I can advise you on what you need to do. I want I feel your frustration with the situation, and we need to resolve this right away.
Okay,